Have you ever heard the phrase, everything in Texas is bigger?
Yes, I have.
Even the gaining of Texas is big.
Texas used to be a part of Spain.
Then Mexico seceded from Spain, and Texas was a part of Mexico.
Moses Austin was granted land in 1821, but then soon later died.
Then his son Stephen F. Austin swooped in and got his land. Soon he started a town in that land.
In 1827, he had 297 families in his township.
But soon the Tejanos arrived.
The Americans did not like the Tejano ways.
And the Tejanos didn't like the American ways.
And the Americans and Tejanos got in a Donnybrook.
Stephen F. Austin was tired of the way the Mexicans ruled over them.
So he went to Mexico City to ask General Santa Anna to make Texas an independent state.
Santa Anna was furious at Stephen for supporting a revolution.
So he put him in jail for 1 year.
That made the Texans furious.
Once he was out of jail, the Texans began the uprising.
Santa Anna sent 6,000 troops to the Alamo to crush the rebellion as soon as it started.
The Texans held out for 12 days under cannon fire. On the 13th day, the Mexicans stormed the Alamo.
After the battle, Santa Anna had killed every single Texan and called the battle but a small affair.
The Texans were enraged and fought with renewed intensity.
The commander of the Texans' army understood their rage, but knew that if they extended the Mexican army further east, it would be harder to supply the army.
Houston's plan worked, and when Santa Anna caught up with them, he made his army stay awake in case of an ambush.
The Texans waited them out, and in the afternoon of the next day, when Santa Anna's army was tired, the Texans attacked.
Screaming their battle cry, "Remember the Alamo," the Texans easily overran the Mexican army and captured General Santa Anna the next day, who had fled.
In exchange of his freedom, he ordered all Mexican troops out of Texas. The Mexicans never fully accepted the loss of their territory.
The Texans had won their independence.
Now Texas was faced with a tough decision. Should they become a territory of the United States?
Most Texans were Americans, and they wanted Texas to enter the Union. Despite their wishes, Texas remained independent for 10 years.
People in the U.S. were divided on the topic.
Some were against it in fear of war with Mexico.
Most of the others who were for the annexation of Texas were strong believers of manifest destiny.
The decision of this topic was a large influence on the 1844 presidential election.
Henry Clay, a person who was against admitting Texas, warned that annexation and war with Mexico are identical.
James K. Polk, his opponent, was a strong believer in manifest destiny and was eager to acquire Texas.
Once Polk was elected, Congress voted to annex Texas. Texas was admitted as the 28th state in 1845.
The Texas Revolution sure is interesting.
Yeah, it is.
I know.